I recently got a new iMac 27-inch 5K display, and I have this external USB hard drive, and it looks ugly. Insert the BackPack by 12 South. What this thing does is essentially puts a shelf on the back of your iMac stand to allow you to put things on it. As you can see, there's a lot of space behind the iMac, and this is a perfect place to store stuff. This is actually capable of supporting a laptop on it as well. The boxing experience itself is actually pretty nice. You have a little sleeve with a box inside, and all the things that you need to install the shelf are located inside of that box. Flipping the box over unveils the shelf that you'll be installing. All of the parts are inside this little plastic container, and I had one heck of a time trying to get this thing open. Like seriously, nothing's worse unboxing something than having a terrible plastic on thing that's just impossible to get off. Going inside shows the shelf itself. It's made out of a pretty decent feeling aluminum. It's a nice and sturdy feeling. It feels like it was well constructed and made. And then there's also an instruction booklet along with it. There's also a box, and inside of that box are a couple of fittings and different pieces that allow the shelf to fit with different models of iMac. Now, essentially how this thing works is you have a metal bracket, and what you do is you take that metal bracket and you put a plastic sleeve inside. They provide a number of different size sleeves just so that you can fit your version of the iMac. There's paperwork that explains all the different sizes and what goes where. But you line up the left side with the left and the right side with the right, and once you're done, you have everything ready to go to start installing your shelf. Now, all you need to do to prepare to install the shelf is unscrew the nut attached to one of the brackets and also take off the washer that's associated with it. You then insert the bracket into the provided little slot on the proper side. So the left side goes on the left and the right side goes to the right, and it has to fit a certain way because of the angle. They won't fit backwards. Once you have it in there, all you need to do is put the washer on, followed by the nut, and tighten them up, but leave them a little loose because you'll have to do some fine adjustments once you actually start putting it on the iMac. As you can see, the brackets line up with that angle, and that angle allows the shelf to stay level while on the kind of sloping arm of the iMac support column. Installing this thing is an absolute breeze. You want to make sure the brackets are loose so they can slide left and right, and then you just open up wider than what the Mac support arm is. Once you have that done, you slide them together and tighten up one of the nuts, and do the same thing with the other side. It's going to feel a little loose at first until it has a chance to kind of settle down and lock into place. The shelf feels pretty solid once it's installed, and I could totally understand how this would support a laptop. After that, I took my external USB hub, plugged it in, and put it on the shelf, and it was ready to go. And then I just rotated my iMac back into place to no longer see my external USB drive. I really dig this shelf for a number of reasons. First off, it cleans up the look of my Mac. It's totally clean looking, it looks very, very nice, and it just makes me feel better. But it's also a nice place to put things that are out of the way. I could always add additional external USB drives, or really if I wanted to put my laptop up there or anything else, I could put it in. I give this thing 2 big thumbs up. I really, really like it.